Hello everyone, this is Bhumika along with my teammates Akash, Shabani and Lee. We are here before you to present the city of Parramatta, which is a very strong historical significance as it was the second settlement of Australia. We are privileged that we have been assigned to dedicate our semester to such a sensitive and complex issue, that is rapid growth and change in Sydney, leading to a strategic plan proposal for the city of Parramatta. We hereby take this opportunity to present before you our vision for the Parramatta 2056. The Greater Sydney region comprises of broadly three regions, namely Western Parkland City, Central River City and Eastern Harbour City. It is a city of 4.3 million people and by 2056 it is expected to grow to 8 million, thus posing a requirement of city shaping to build a well-connected central city linked all around. Here is the Central City District Plan, which is at the core of the Central River City. Its proximity to Australia's major trade gateways, along with the social connections of its multicultural communities, provide links to the regions around. Parramatta CBD would be the driver of the Central River City, as it is one of the most dynamic and rapidly growing regions in Australia. Linking it to the back days of Parramatta, we find that the area of Parramatta was known by the Darug people as Parramatta, which has the meaning Burra meaning eel and Mata meaning creek. The city of Parramatta largely sits upon Parramatta River. New development in the context gives us an opportunity to rejuvenate the important historical and cultural connections in the area. Today, the site has a population of 235,000 residents with 93% of employment rate, where the 27% of the residents work within LGA. It is the home to Australia's diverse communities. The young and the diverse labour is of age brackets between 30 to 34 years of age. Further, a detailed policy review has been done in order to have an understanding of the existing strategies, and the documents have been divided under 4 themes, namely Innovation Incubator, that is infrastructure, a living city, meaning livability, powerhouse, that is productivity, and green growth, leading to sustainability. So now, introducing you all to the site, which has been divided into several precincts with individual identity and character, from Westmead being the health and education precinct to Harris Park being called as the Little India, from North Parramatta as the living quarter with most of the residents to Camellias and Rydalmere being the industrial precinct. The site has been analysed under 4 themes as stated above. Starting with infrastructure, the major strength is its central connection between the 3 cities, which assists in reinforcing the area's significance. Another significant strength is the high land development potential around the Parramatta River, along with the education, health and research centres in close proximity. Promoting public transport, free shuttle bus service runs in Parramatta. The central city is a hotspot attracting visitors because of presence of Sydney Olympic Park and Rosehill Racecourse. The sports and entertainment complex increasing the land development potential in the region. This map highlights the weakness, namely the dominating car culture along the James Roos Drive, which is also acting as a barrier between the north-south connections. And Parramatta Park is acting as a missing link between the Westmead Health and Education Precinct and the Parramatta CBD. Parramatta Riverfront development is an excellent opportunity to invite investors and new developments in and around the area. It also gives us an opportunity to create new local centres around stations. The existing heritage structure must be restored and maintained to strengthen the character of the area. Proposed Western Sydney Airport could help shape growth in the GOP corridor. The flash flood risk is an important concern for future infrastructural development.
If we talk about the livability of the site, the major strength being the central geographical location and rich diversity of the site, making it a well-integrated community for living. It also houses breathable green open spaces for leisure and recreation, The 5-minute walking radius from the existing train station gives us a fair idea of how walkable the extent of site is. The site, especially Westmead Precinct, lacks urban life, thus posing safety issues for the pedestrians in night. Moreover, the huge chunks of non-permeable blocks in the site makes it difficult for pedestrians to access the site with ease. A rich diversity of activities and uses provided opportunities for containment of jobs, education and recreation within the site. Westmead Education and Health Precinct has a potential to offer key worker and affordable housing for students and visitors. New bus services could run on trial basis to test the needs of the region. The rapid population influx and development might pose a threat in terms of densification, congestion, and economic inequality. Westmead Hospital is the largest hospital in Australia, and this, along with the Western University, would foster knowledge and activate economy of the region. This diverse land use adds to the quality of a 30-minute city. The site lacks good connectivity via public transport to cover its extent. Apart from the Parramatta Park, the site does not have sufficient green spaces. But Parramatta River is a great asset which holds great potential to generate economy and builds connection between Parramatta CBD and other parts of the site. Also, the existing heritage in the site could help contribute to generate economy by inviting visitors in the site. The open greens, especially the Parramatta Park and the river along with creeks, act as a major strength for the site as it is prepared for future development as it has got waste management centers in close proximity. But the rising temperature and the concrete parking spaces with less tree canopy leads to increased urban heat island effect in the site. This site holds great potential to connect the existing green and blue grids, but the flash floods in areas of Parramatta, Harris Park, Camellia, Silverwater and Waldemere pose a great threat to the site. We are celebrating our site through 5 principles: the people and their identity, the river and its setting, the land, the sun and the moon, a growing economy and connectivity. Thus, our vision for site is to create a city with excellence, acting like a powerful magnet evident from the past. Parramatta, the place where the eel lies down or head of waters, from city to the river, leading people towards a serene environment. A citizen-centric city which exhibits humanity's place in nature and nature's place in our urban environment, becoming a locus of productivity, value creation, and income generation, along with a cohesive and well-connected active and passive transit network. Thus, the result is a plan that prioritizes recreation and access, expand the river's transportation potential, improves ecosystem health, and preserve the river's historical role as an economic driver. Thus, to meet our vision for the site, the objectives of the living city are provision of socially balanced, affordable social housing adapted to existing residential footprint and demographic pattern with high architectural quality, diversity and identity, translating Parramatta Park into an urban oasis, a safe, vibrant recreational breathing space within the city, to build a city where the heritage and architectural value of historical buildings and public spaces is exploited together with the development and improvement of the urban scene, landscape and place, and where local residents identify themselves with the urban environment. Also, celebrating the deeply embedded cultural diversity where people of all ages are socially and occupationally integrated with a strong sense of local identity. Our objective for making the city a powerhouse is to create a resilient and inclusive economy, acknowledging and celebrating indigenous and non-indigenous heritage in the city, to make it the epicenter of the city, driving local economies with local jobs. The objectives to develop a green city. We intend to improve the city's image by preserving and enhancing the community's aesthetic beauty and natural assets, and by building upon the rich and diverse cultural heritage of the community. With sustainable, non pollutant, accessible, efficient, and affordable transport for all citizens, where non motorized mobility is favored by good cycling and pedestrian infrastructure, and where transport needs are reduced by the promotion of proximity and mixed use schemes. The cultural and civic heart of the city, defined by shaded connections and increased green amenity that provides an attractive backdrop for urban life. To match the pace with the ongoing development, we need to foster destination infrastructure that ensures visitors and commuters have easy access to the necessary goods, services, and facilities to meet their travel needs. The public domain improvement to facilitate both locals and visitors getting into the city centre. The contemporary and sustainable architecture juxtaposed against examples of extraordinary collection of heritage settings. This is the vision of the Parramatta 2056. Thank you.